Hi, thank you for coming down for Mental Health Awareness Month, which is going to be on May 8th. Can you start off by telling us your name?
My name is Lissette Gomez.
Thank you for coming down.
Thank you.
So, can you start telling us a little bit about your I guess your mental health or your
Mm.
story?
My depression?
Yes.
Okay, so it all started like 2 years ago when my mom left to TJ to take care of my grandma. I'm really close to my mom. And when that happened, I thought my life was gonna be over. I thought everything was gonna be over. Like not seeing my mom for 2 years, it's been hard for me. The first year it was a mess. I didn't see her for a long time. I had to go to counseling. Like my brothers didn't understand my feelings. I would always be in my room, like locked up. Like I wouldn't be social enough with my brothers. Um, so for the past 2 years, I started realizing why am I getting into a depression that I know she's gonna come back. I know she's gonna be back maybe this year or next year. And it's been hard because my brothers don't understand. But I know they know that because it happens with them too. Like they get sad
Mm-hmm.
and stuff. So it's like they don't want to show it, but it's there. Just like me, like I don't want to show them that I'm depressed, knowing that my mom is not with me. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like hard to explain stuff to them.
So you don't live with your mom. Your mom's
Mm,
not in the picture.
no,
Oh, so she still hasn't
she
come
hasn't
back
come
from
back.
TJ, and you never gone down there to visit her or
Well,
anything.
we do go, but it's not like the first year. Like I haven't. I went during my spring break, but before that, I haven't seen her for 3 months since New Year's, technically.
So it's been hard because you go to school
Yeah,
and everything, so you
and then
can't.
my brothers work, and
They
yeah,
can't take you and stuff like
yeah.
that. So if you ever were categorized or labeled, how did you feel about it?
Well, I was like, it's me. Like I didn't really care what the people said. Like they don't know me. Like people said that they know me, but they don't know my story.
Hmm.
Like they don't know what goes on in my house.
Behind
Like
doors.
yeah, like
Yeah.
they see me at school, but that's it. Like they
Yeah.
don't know what's going
It's like
on.
a little portion
Yeah,
of your life where home is like the bigger
yeah,
portion. Yeah, most people always seem to like think that they know you just because you hang out with them in school Monday through Friday or whatnot.
yeah,
But yeah, they don't really know like what's behind doors. It's like saying I know you, but I know you from the outside. I don't know
hmm,
you from the inside.
yeah,
You know, so people always try to think like, oh, I know you. I'm like, you know me from the
yeah,
outside, but you do not know me from the inside.
yeah.
And I don't even know me from the inside sometimes. So how do you know?
Hmm.
Um, and so when was the first time that you ever faced someone labeling you?
Well, it started at school. Like they noticed my counselors, not my counselor, my this teacher that I'm like I call her mom because I see her as another mom that she's been there for me and stuff.
Hmm.
And she started noticing it like because freshman year I was like loud, like I'm a big open person, but then sophomore year I came in and I was quiet, like I was just
Shut
like
closed, shut down.
yeah, like I'm
Hmm.
just like my own world.
Hmm.
But then like she started figuring it out and then she talked to me and then she told me what was going on. So I told her and I let everything out and that's when she noticed that stuff was wrong with me.
Hmm.
So that's when she got me a counselor to start talking about like what was going on in my mind and all that stuff. So yeah.
And how did you feel about it?
I felt good because I don't have no one to talk to about that stuff.
Hmm.
Like not just because of my depression, but other stuff that's going on at home.
Yeah.
Like I felt comfortable talking to them.
So you felt like you were able to be like to let it go,
Yeah.
be like free, open, break
Hmm.
down the barrier, the
Yeah.
wall.
Because I'm an open person. Like if a person comes up to me and they start talking to me and they're like, "Oh, where do you live? Or who do you live with?" I'll tell them. Like I'll tell them my story because I'm not ashamed of it. Like
Amen.
I'm proud of who I am.
Hmm.
Like it's my story. Like I
Hmm.
bet they have experienced something like me or not the same. But
I mean, we all have a
yeah,
story, bottom
like,
line,
yeah.
you know?
And people be like, "Oh, your mom's gonna come back. Don't worry about it." What if she doesn't? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
already told her, if you're not back by June 10, 2015, don't even think I'm gonna graduate. Don't think I'm gonna walk, because it's not fair that you were there for my brother's graduation but not mine.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the point of even walking?
Well, I mean,
Like, if she's not gonna be there.
but at least you can look down the road and be like, I did it for me.
But yeah, but
I mean, you know.
yeah.
I mean, I was the same way. I mean, growing up in foster care, and I mean, I didn't really care about it either. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
what's the point, you know? But then now that I look back at it, I know a lot of people that wish that they actually had walked, or
Mm-hmm.
that they actually graduated from high school, and they can say, "Oh, I graduated from high school," or say that they went to the prom. You know,
Mm-hmm.
at least I can say that even though my life was effed up, I still was able to do those things that most people aren't able to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for whatever X, Y, and Z. Um, so did you ever try to change to fit the normal, like, you know, society is all
Mm-hmm.
like, you have to be like this, you have to be like
No, I
that.
was like, I am who I am. I'm not gonna change for someone. Like, that's who I am, and I'm proud of it. Like, even
Yeah.
though like now my depression is getting better, like
Mhm.
I'm not into that much.
Mhm.
Like, I still see myself like I was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still loud. I'm crazy. Like, that's who I am. Like, and
Well, you are loud and you are crazy, so.
and like I don't care. Like, people be like, "Oh, I thought you were in a depression." Exactly, I was, but
West.
I moved on. Like,
So, so people still try to put that label on
yeah,
you, and it's like, excuse me, that
yeah,
it's not even a label. So
yeah.
why are you saying that? You
And I'm
know?
just like, I just ignore them when they say like, "Oh, like this person's that you're just faking it."
Mm.
And
Yeah.
that hurt me. Like, you don't know. Like, I barely met you and you're already saying that I'm faking stuff.
Yeah.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, don't say that. But it's like, I don't even think normal exists, to be honest, because everybody's different
What
in
is
their own way.
normal?
What is normal?
Because you know what? If you really look at it, normal is like being all perfect.
Yeah.
And do not tell me that everybody's perfect. Because nobody's
Nobody's
perfect.
perfect.
We all have flaws and all. I'm not normal. I don't even want to be normal.
Yeah.
To be honest, I would never want to be normal. And I
Yeah.
still don't think I'm normal. And I don't want to be normal. I just want to be me.
Yeah.
You know? And so, this question is a little bit personal. You don't have to answer if you do not want to. Um, due to everything that you've been through and everything, did you ever try to harm yourself? If so, why and how and what made you rethink it?
No. I
That never really crossed your
No.
mind.
Because if I did do that stuff, like, well, how would it help me? It would just
Mhm.
make my mom suffer,
Mhm.
or my parents,
Or your
my
family.
Yeah, my family.
Your friends.
Like,
Yeah.
so, no, like, I just locked myself in the room. Like, there was a couple of times my brothers had to break the door just to get me out
Yeah.
and stuff. So
To make sure that you're okay
yeah,
and all that.
yeah. So yeah, I never thought about that stuff.
Yeah. Like you were just like
Yeah.
it was just something
Yeah.
that you were going through and that you don't get over that you'll get over it.
hmm
And did you ever seek for help? Like did you like
Well, I've always had help. Like, if my brothers weren't there, listen to me, because my brothers don't like, they listen to me, but they don't think like how I think. They would just be like, okay, like, I guess.
yeah.
They'll give me short answers. So I would like talk to the counselors at school, the teachers, because I'm open to the teachers, and all the teachers know me.
Mhm.
Like, even the 12th grade teachers, I don't even know them, and they know me. So that's what I like my school like helps you a lot.
Mhm.
So I'm proud that they're always watching me.
So it seems like your school is very like supportive.
Yeah, they're
like,
really supportive.
like you might not be in that grade category or whatever, but they're there.
Yeah.
That's always good. I mean I can't say that for me it was like that because me
Yeah.
going to school or back in decades ago, it was not really like it was everybody just like on their own. Like
Yeah.
it seems like you were like standing in the middle of the campus and the whole world was like
Just staring at you.
just moving around. Like and it was like you feel like where's Waldo kind of sort of, you know. And how did you cope with the whole stigma, like, you know, being labeled and everything?
I just like, to be honest, I ignored it. I'm like, it's just I don't know how to explain it. I was like, oh well, if I have it, I have it. Like there's nothing I can do. Like I
Mm-hmm.
can move on from it, but I'm always gonna have it.
Yeah, it's like something that's
Yeah,
always gonna be there,
it's
but
yeah.
it shouldn't be something that should define you.
It shouldn't.
That's how I always tell people. Like I know a lot of people that always tell me, "Oh, I have this or I have that," and I feel like that's how I should be defined. I'm like, no, just because
Mm-hmm.
you have something, it shouldn't.
Doesn't yeah.
Yeah, like me, I have a lot of stuff, but I don't. I don't let that define me. What I let define me is who I am,
Mm-hmm.
helping people, being, etc., etc. So yeah, I don't really think
Yeah.
stuff like that should define you. You know. Um, did you ever feel neglected?
Mm-mm.
No.
Because when my friends found out that I had stuff going on and stuff, like they were supportive. Like they would be there for me, especially my ex best friend. I don't know if you can call her like that. Like she would, her parents, her mom, she would always call me. Like she'll take me out of places, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Have like a mother figure. Like
Mother
even
daughter.
though, like if she wasn't there for me, like my mom, like she would be there. Like so it was never like, oh like I'm not gonna have that experience at my teenage age, being going out with your mom, getting your nails done, doing your hair and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So her mom was there for me. Like
Mm-hmm.
she would take me even to TJ to see my mom.
Oh
So
wow.
like I appreciate everything that she did for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like they were always there for me. Like even now my friends they call me during the night. Like how are you doing? Like friends from my old middle school, elementary school. Like they
Mm-hmm.
call me and check up on me. Like that's what I like. Like
Mm-hmm.
you know, like
Yeah.
getting that support from your friends, even though they don't know what's actually going on and they just
Mm-hmm.
hear stuff and they call you. Like
To
that's
make
good.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Um, did you ever try to be more social to let society know that you are not different from them?
Mm, well, yeah, kind of. I was like once like I talked to the counselor and stuff, like they made me realize I'm not different.
Mm-hmm.
That I should not be ashamed of who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I was like, all right, like I'm not different, so why not like
Yeah.
be the one that I was before.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so I was just like, this is who I am. Like
Mm-hmm.
just I was just crazy. I was crazy until like stuff happened in the middle of my sophomore year. My best friend getting kicked out because of me. Like it was a crazy year, but yeah.
But you made it,
Yeah, I made
obviously, and
it.
you're
Yeah.
here, and I'm glad to say you're here.
Yeah.
Um, for anyone else that's gonna be listening to this recording that is going to the similar stuff as you, what would you like to tell them? Like, what is like a message that you wanna say? Because we all have a story,
Mhm.
and there's a message behind it. So, what is your message that you would like to say?
Never give up and just keep your head up. Like even though you're going through some tough stuff, you will always find a way out.
Mm-hmm.
If I found a way out, they will be able to find a way out.
Like they say, at the end of the tunnel, you'll find the light.
Yeah.
I mean, it almost seems like you're just like walking and walking, and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I'm like the Wizard of Oz, or like I'm like Alice in Wonderland, like
Yeah.
where you feel like you're lost, but
Yeah.
some way somehow, you'll find the light. Well, thank you so much for coming down. It was so good hearing your story and
Thank
seeing
you.
that I known you for a couple of months, and I obviously not something that I can tell from you, but I mean, you seem like a great person, and I'm glad to know you, and thank you
Thanks.
so much.
You're welcome.